Well, we'll see you guys in Newport, and we're gonna spank that ass. So
Thank
I
you.
mean, why are you on here again? You threw out a challenge, right?
Well, yes, of course. I mean, there's certain players that I know they're scared to death to play me in single, and you, number one that came to mind.
Certified McNasty.
What's going on, guys? Welcome to another episode of Certified McNasty. I am your host, Matt McNasty. Jason is here. We have some special things coming, but just wanted to intro you first before we get there. So we have some special guests. Our first special guest on the show, the hosts of the great PicklePod, Zane Navratil and Nico the Lefty. I know Jason was very excited about Nico the Lefty more so than Zane. I was more excited about Zane, but look, we all have our favorites.
Hey.
Welcome, guys. Thanks for coming on the show.
Yeah, Nico is a very special guest. Very special. He's been told that since a young age, so that's why I picked
the
him.
walls do seem padded.
Stop.
oh boy.
I like you guys already.
Yeah, so guys, we brought you on. Obviously, we've been talking about some challenges amongst these podcasts. Everyone's got their duo. You and Zane, Adler and I, Jared and Roscoe, Travis and Graham. You have Camilla and Ava Ignatowicz, Tyler Loong and Jimmy Miller. So there's a lot of duos, and there seems to be, the strong left side presence and then the everyman. Where do you guys see yourself amongst that list that I just listed? Where do you see yourself matching up? Are you guys at the top? Are you in the middle?
It depends. Well, first off, we actually had Tanner on our podcast today, and he's partnered up with the Pickleball Cheat Code, and his partner is like above a 5-0 player. So they probably they might have the highest average duper. And we actually had a little bit of this conversation today. I think we're a top 3 seed for sure.
And then you have the Friday pickleball guys as well. I think they're
what's
a little
the lowest?
lower.
What's the lowest seed?
Yeah,
Who's the lowest seed?
That would be them. No, it would be them.
It would be them.
I'm kidding. I don't know. Ava, and I don't know how good Ava and her partner would be.
If there's a challenger league for this, that's where the Friday pickleball guys are.
There you go. There you go. Well said.
So if we're gonna do this challenge, which I think we will, what's the best format? We kind of had an idea on our own, but we want to hear from you first. What's the format that's going to work? Is there different rules and regulations that are separating this because you have a strong lefty, stronger player and weaker player to this? Are we doing
It's like
special
do you
rules?
treat it like a mixed where, the guy's going to typically be on the left, or we say, no, we're going to have some limitations, some rules to try to level the field and make it more entertaining.
Like you can only stack 5 points per game, different things like that. Because you don't want a Roscoe taking 80% of the court and then it's like, all right, well, we're just playing one guy.
If you did this, I feel like it could be fun to do MLP style, where the team with the average highest duper has to partner up with the team with the average lowest duper, which is the pickleball studio. So you have the top and the bottoms partnered together, and then you could probably put 8 teams together, 6 teams, something like that, 16 different podcast people. That could be pretty interesting, and then make it actually a little bit more of an MLP format.
Okay, so you want to pair podcasts together.
And then rally scoring, Zane, and would you have one person stay on the left and one person stay on the right the whole time?
You guys know I'm an old school MLP purist, so
Yeah.
you know what? I'm for it.
So we're doing rally scoring, and then the jerseys. How are we going to put the logo placement? Do I have to wear a PicklePod, logo on my
Do
shirt?
I have to wear a pickle? I'd be honored to wear a PicklePod thing on my shirt.
You would. You're wearing a Seattle Seahawks jersey.
Yeah, they won the
loser.
Super Bowl.
Is that a Russell Wilson jersey right there?
Yeah, dude, he knows. This is Russell Wilson jersey that was given to our friend Doug Allen, who gave it to me, so I had to wear it. Otherwise, I have no purpose in wearing it. I mean, if you're not going to wear the jersey of the team that just won the Super Bowl, not because I'm a fan, just I got it in my closet.
So you're saying that after we win this challenge as well, you'll be wearing the PicklePod jersey for sure.
I think it would
create
be
one
fun to
just for
have
you.
to wear the losing
That's true.
pickle potters. Like, we'll come up with penalties. One thing I want to say is, you guys, we're talking to the best two people to help come up with the rules, the governing body, because
sure.
they are. We were just talking about this. Nico went off about another exploitative thing you can do in pickleball, which is say the wrong score right before the serve. There's no repercussions. And basically, he's a perfect wingman to Zane because they're always, I call them angle shooters.
Right.
They're finding rule loopholes to exploit, and they get a kick out of it, and it's really good. It's mental warfare.
Do you guys do that in everyday life or just pickleball?
That's a good question.
In marriage, Zane?
I do a little bit. And so one of my favorite stories is how I snuck into the Western and Southern Open in Cincinnati a few years ago. So in order to get into the Western and Southern Open, you need to have both the ticket as well as, if you go out, you got to have a stamp, right? And so I'm a broke
Jeez.
college kid, and I bring a tennis ball with a slit in it, and I go in, I come back out, I have my ticket and my stamp on me, meet up with my wife in the parking lot, give him one of these where we transfer it over. I go back in with the ticket and the stamp, take the tennis ball that has this cut in it, and I put the ticket itself, the physical ticket, in the tennis ball, launch it over all the fences into the parking lot where Jenny
amazing.
is there.
Wow.
So she gets the ticket and the stamp, comes in, 2 tickets for the price of 1.
He's a genius, dude. And I'm telling you, we had no pre-prep. There was no
That
pre-pro
is
call.
genius,
This is just,
actually.
he probably has a dozen of these. And Nico's probably got a bunch in him.
The slit in the tennis ball is honestly the most genius thing I've ever heard.
I would have loved to be in the fraternity.
Would have never
with
thought of that.
Zane. We would have figured out every party rule you can, like, he just knew. Anyway, so that's amazing. That's
Breaking
really good.
rules. It's just
Nico,
fun.
look at Nico. He's in awe.
I'm listening to a master at work here. Like, as good as I'll ever be, I don't think I'll be able to compete with whatever this is. This is next level.
It's a game at this point. It's just a game.
I love it.
Nico, is this how you've always been with sports, or are you have a mastered pickleball where you're like, I can do this and move as little as possible?
Yeah, I think it's just always how I've been. I grew up playing soccer. We come from a soccer family, very competitive, and I played keeper. So they were like, "This guy's not moving."
That's
Didn't
the
even
one
have to
ever
say
that makes sense.
So you go sit there, yeah.
Wow.
And so you got fast hands, right? You can block everything, but you don't have to move more than like 1% of the game. So I think I just translated that to pickleball, to have the same hands with the same amount of movement. So, and I find that, less is more. The less you move, the better you play. I don't know. Maybe that's just me, but I understand there's like a baseline level of movement that I probably should have that I don't, but it's like, clear mind, clear hands works for me.
Did you play tennis too?
I played 1 year of high school tennis, but I've never taken like a tennis lesson or anything. So like my dad was just like, go hit at the park while we're playing tennis. And then when I was 8, he took me to go play racquetball. So I played racquetball for a bit, also no lessons, and then played ping pong in the garage. So like that's like my racket sport experience. But yeah, I played my senior year of high school. They fired our soccer coach. So I was like, I don't want to play with this new guy. I'm going to play tennis. Right. So, shout out to me and my, my rinky dink tennis team ended up as like the one singles for our high school team, my senior year. And then never played tennis again as well. So, yeah, so I can move. So I like, if I need to, but, and I was definitely a lot more, limber and spry, as a 18-year-old versus a 38-year-old. So
I think he's going to have a good run.
I'm hoping so. Do you think to get away from the challenge stuff? Do you think these new contracts, both PPA stuff, all the different paddle changes, are we gonna see some of the older guard? Is this the last 1 or 2 years for some of these older players that maybe got restructured around? Is that something you're hearing or no?
Yeah, I mean, I'd be shocked if there weren't a good amount of retirements after this year, right? If players aren't renegotiating their contracts, I'd be very surprised if we don't see. We saw Viv David already. I didn't realize that she had some sort of different deal where her contract was up already, or just decided to call it quits. I don't know. But yeah, I'd imagine we see at least 10% of the league retiring after this year.
Wow, you heard it there first. Zane, your role is. Can you also speak to your role as like a union rep, or what is the title? And you seem to have the inside take on. It's not that, okay? Because there is no union. What is the title?
So I'm the president of the UPA Pro Player Committee, and so this is an internal organization on the UPA of players that basically work with UPA execs to make different things happen. We're not an autonomous body. We're not an external body. At the end of the day, we are simply kind of an advisory board, and the UPA can take it or leave it. They've been good to work with so far. I've been pretty happy with being able to take some actual autonomy and power in terms of the finding committee that we've gotten established. And so, yeah, basically plugging away, working on stuff.
And do you have these meetings then with like when you're relaying what's happening to the players? How does that work? Because there's, I don't know, 100 players. Like, are you communicating to a top group of people, or it's just emailing everybody the updates?
Nope, they can communicate to us. Players bring their concerns to us, but at the end of the day, we don't. I mean, we advise the league on what to do in certain areas, right? And so we played a big impact in changing up some of the stuff that happened with the contract extensions. We were able to modify a bunch of that and make more of a standard template for everybody. But at the end of the day, any of these real changes don't come from us. They come from the league sending that stuff out, right? So there's not really any purpose in us communicating certain changes to players. It's official once that change comes from the league to the players. That just happens via Teamworks, which is our internal messaging system. So not union. I think at some point an external players association probably makes some sense. However, I get the sense that forming a union right now, I think would be extremely detrimental to everybody. I think a union now would be mutually assured destruction between the players and the league, because let's be honest, like, we are overpaid astronomically compared to other sports. I think UPA pays something along the lines of like 75% of revenue to the players. The NFL is next highest at like 50%. So we're not at a stage where unions should be negotiating for higher pay. Maybe down the road, right? Ruling that out, but like I'm anti that right now.
Since you have a good pulse on the tour and really everything that goes on, I mean, for me, still the biggest question as a broadcaster when I go to these events is like, how much is everyone making when they win an event on Sunday, right? And you still don't have that answer, unless I'm wrong, right? At the Masters, we thought we were entering a new year, 2026. Everyone's going now, and if you win a round, you get a certain amount of money. But everyone's contracts are different. I still think that hurts the league in a huge way, because I can't answer it, and I'm heavily involved in the sport and should have a pulse on it. When is that going to change?
So I think what happened was UPA last year we now have like calendar years and we have tour years, right? So I think full prize money will be mostly implemented by the fall of this year, because we're still technically in the 25-26 PPA season, right? Now it's not calendar years. Now it's a PPA season and an MLP season, right? And so the season started in September of last year. It ends in May of this year with the PPA finals. And then we have MLP during the summer, and then we roll into the 26-27 PPA season in the fall. And I think that's where we're implementing almost full prize money. People are still going to have their carve outs and stuff, but we're getting closer towards knowing what everybody's making at a given time.
Okay, because that needs to be communicated, I think, pretty clearly to the general public, because that's the biggest question I always get.
How much money did you make last year before taxes?
People want to know if
Stepbrothers,
Ben Johns and Annalie Waters or
of course,
if she's triple crowning, what did she make that week? And it's an unknown figure to the world.
It's still such a new sport in so many ways, but I think we're lucky to get these kind of answers, because like so many. Zane clearly as plugged in as anybody, so many people have no clue. So hopefully we'll get more clarity.
Funny enough, I actually have like 20 pages of script written out on a video that I'm producing. I worked with Alex Weaver from the Dink. We did a deep dive into how much pro pickleball players are making. So I've got that video coming out on my YouTube channel, and I don't know, whenever we get that edited, because it's a behemoth awesome. And it's such an interesting topic. Because you'll be shocked. Like, I think Ben and Annalie are clearly making NFL, NBA, MLB type of money. And then a lot of the second tier players, your Anna Brights, Gabe Tardios, they're making like rookie level salary, Big Four sports type of money.
And are you talking everything, including endorsements?
Oh yeah, of course.
Zane, what do you think ALW, if we're allowed to, guess, like, what do you think her Nike deal is paying?
I doubt her Nike deals very much. I think that's a marketing play more than anything, a marketing and legitimacy investment. That would be my guess.
And who's the before so we can plug your YouTube? Who is the highest paid overall?
My number is I got Annalie at $6.6 million for this year.
Wow,
damn! And Ben at like 4.8.
But do you think Ben's Yola deal lifetime is just gonna make him the most paid forever?
Potentially, right? But he may have locked in too soon. From what I have been, I think, at $1 million per year before incentives with Yola, and so if he's got any sort of real royalty on that, which I'm sure he does, that's a very, very nice deal over a long period of time. Annalie took the other approach, right?
Right.
Oh yeah.
I think Annalie is on the cash side of things. Yola and Ben are on the equity side, and I think Ben will obviously cash out over time much more on something like that if Yola continues to be, a serious player. As there's no inclination.
That'll be. I'm excited about that YouTube video. That'll be fun.
Yeah, that's awesome.
It was
and very depressing. I'm sure for some things. It's gonna make me want to work a little harder.
But no, that was good. I got to add in that meme. How much money do you make before taxes? I'm sure
it's from Step Brothers, but thank you.
Yeah, I'm for sure adding that in. I literally took a note to throw that meme in the video.
Before taxes is kind of the key.
I've got it before taxes. I've got it after taxes. Those are the gross numbers. Don't worry. I'm a CPA before this, man. You got to make the tax rates, all that stuff.
I do want to ask you a question, Nico. We asked it in our pod. It hasn't been released yet, but both of you, lefties in general, you're Nico the lefty, don't seem very comfortable on the left side, right?
No.
I guess I'd like to ask you, because righties, maybe it's just a matter of percentages where 90% of people are righties, so you have to get used to playing the right side or playing both sides. Is there something to lefties struggling on the left side, or am I crazy?
No, I think it's 100% repetition. Like, I mean, if you have the only time a lefty is ever, like a competitive lefty is ever going to play the left side is either if one, you're slow like me and you can't unwind the stack in any given situation, or two, you're playing with another lefty. But if you think about this as well, right? Like if you're playing in a foursome and there are two lefties, they are never playing together ever, right? They are always split up. You're like, you guys are splitting up. You guys never play together. So righties will always have the opportunity to play left side, right side. One person's better, and that's not always the same person. Whereas I'm always playing with a righty, so that person's always playing on the left side. So for me, it's like a foreign space, and I actually had to like consciously over the past 2 months like try to play on the left side to get better. And I think the hardest thing is being able to forehand dink. So I think that's just the shot that lefties do not have is a forehand cross-court dink. So that's what makes it so hard. I pop that shit up all the time. So it's just like a different spot on your body, like, so it's
just funny because when you play with the lefty, it's like an unspoken rule that, oh no, we're stacking. Yeah, we're stacking the entire game.
100%.
Whereas like with two righties, it's never like sometimes we'll just play straight up, even if someone's better than the other.
What's your take, Zane? Because I do think that there's an answer here.
I have a flaming hot take on this. I think the future of pickleball down the road will be righty lefty forehands out, right? Can you imagine a lefty Gabe Tardio out there? Because right now the meta is the out wide forehand is taking more court from the angle, right? You can reach in a little bit farther with your backhand, right? So think about how Gabe plays. He plays super big in the middle with his backhand because the backhand has more reach into the kitchen than a forehand. If you go to the backhand, you're in danger of him speeding up out of the air. If you go to the forehand, you're in danger of him generating angles, ripping that ball cross court, hard angle, down the line. He's got all of the offensive patterns from there. And imagine doubling that with a lefty on the other wing. So when pickleball is a solved sport, I think you're going to see forehands out in pickleball.
And obviously people are adding, everyone has a two-handed backhand, so now you're going to have two strong speed ups in the middle as well. I think a couple years ago, two backhands in the middle was terrible because no one had any speed ups or attacks off that side.
Yep.
Fair enough.
It'll be interesting.
All right. Well, guys, we appreciate you coming on.
Sweet.
Thank you. Good luck in Cape Coral. Good luck in going back to sleep in Reno. I don't know.
Well, we'll see you guys in Newport, and we're gonna spank that ass. So
That's great. No, this will be great. I'm excited. You guys are awesome for coming on. We appreciate it. Looking forward to making this happen.
Sweet. Yeah, we should do. We should make an actual bracket. I agree, and then have the teams do it individually. We'll take this offline. I think
we'll
format
seed it. We'll be
good.
1, you'll be 2, and then we'll fill out the rest after that.
Sounds
Nico
good.
gets number 1 seed for head of hair.
By the way, Travis says him and Graham are the best by far. That's his take, and he won't change.
And
it.
we haven't heard from Roscoe and Jared. We need to needle Jared. Roscoe's our boy. We see him all the time. Jared has not responded, so we got to needle him a little bit.
Deal.
If you guys are down.
we'll needle him.
We have to angle shoot him.
Angle shoot him with our needle.
Not
All
how
right.
you use the term. Not how you use the term. But you guys are awesome. Thank you so much.
No problem.
All right,
Thanks,
later,
guys.
boys.
Yeah, thanks for the time, guys. All right, today on Certified McNasty, we have a special in-studio guest, and it's not just Jason Adler, but Massi Furlan, the Italian stallion, the villain. Yes, I'm going to get to that. First of all, thank you for coming in studio. We know you have a busy schedule being one, huge actor. So thanks for coming in.
Oh, prego. You're welcome. That's
By the way,
great.
you look a little older than when I saw you last. How's
Yeah,
everything?
It was like 3 years ago, maybe. Yeah.
No, we had dinner. We had dinner at the Masters. The three of us, remember?
Oh, yeah, that's right. That was
And,
about 3 years ago, right?
Yes, 23. Yeah. But we're so happy to have you on here.
Thank
I
you.
mean, why are you on here again? You threw out a challenge, right?
Well, yes, of course. I mean, there's certain players that I know they're scared to death to play me in single. And you, number one that came to mind.
Because
of
we
course.
never played singles,
We
right?
did play one time.
We did?
We did play one time. We have a huge crowd watching.
What?
It was at Maxim at Burbank.
Huge
Everybody was like cheering for me.
Uh-huh.
And
The villain.
Naturally.
yeah. Just because I was the underdog. And I remember losing that game.
Oh, we played?
Barely.
Okay.
Probably 11-9.
Was I playing left-handed?
No, you were playing with your right hand.
11-9. Are you sure this
And-
wasn't a
and-
dream sequence?
No. And then after that, never again. I asked you to play,
Okay.
never
I
again.
don't remember this.
And this guy, by the way, we met the first time he played pickleball. It was like with me.
You were
Right.
there. That's right.
Yeah, and then, Massi, it's not good for me.
Holy
never
shit.
play
Wait a
with me
second.
ever
that
again.
sounds like Adler.
No.
Oh, yeah.
Hold on. Dude, you're
Yeah.
right. I think
I created you. I
No,
created
I
you.
was
like a
playing-
fetus.
I was playing in Lake Arrowhead, and that's all I knew for pickleball at Lake Arrowhead Country Club. And I don't know if we'd met or it was just through
don't
like,
remember how, but
acting
yeah.
stuff. Oh yeah, you'd auditioned for the Bowman. That's right. You auditioned for a movie, and that's how I knew you. And I saw you were always posting about pickleball, and so I messaged you going, "Hey, where are you playing in LA?" And you told me to come to Maxim. That is right. I completely forgot. That's the first time I played in LA with Josh Walker and who's the other dude? Coco. I think
Right.
that was the four of us.
Yeah.
In November or October of 21.
And then Adler thought he was too good for you? Is that what
And he
happened?
never played
That's
with me
sad.
ever again.
Well, so that's
I was
not
there,
really
I was
true how that
walking
happened.
by and was like doing his own thing, you know.
He's
like,
such.
yeah, that's why
Wait,
this
so
thing
since the
started.
first time you guys played that 11-9 game, where do you think you are physically
But
compared
it wasn't.
to then?
He was already a good player when we played that match.
Right.
It wasn't like right at the beginning.
Yeah,
of course.
when we played
but
singles, it was definitely long after.
Do you think you're in the same or better shape, and where do you think Adler is compared to back then?
I don't know. I haven't seen him play in a long time.
We haven't seen each other play in a long time. He could be sick now. I don't know.
He's good. He's got a great one-handed backhand, like a tennis player we know on tour, Musetti.
Usually,
you said it right.
I know.
Musetti,
I know.
We study. We do our research
all
here.
the tennis
on
commentator,
certified.
including our friend Sam Querrey, seems not to be able, to say the name correctly. So I'm very proud of you guys.
Thank you.
Sam, get it right.
Sam, we gotta. I mean, if Massi's gonna text you during the U.S. Open to say it right, you gotta say it right.
Just another call out here on Certified McNasty, Sam Query. So yes, Massi. What I will say, Italians are very good at. They look good when they play.
Right.
It's all about how you look.
100%.
I care about results, Matt. So I clearly
we know it's not. We know it's not about the looks.
Yeah.
Wait, how many? Because I remember one time we texted each other about maybe like 2 years ago, a year and a half ago. We were talking about medals. I think I sent you a picture of all my medals, which weren't that many back then. And you replied back with the picture of your medals. I'm like, oh shit, I better shut up. He has so many medals. How many do you have?
like 25.
Jesus
These
Christ.
guys they don't believe me. They don't understand. But I
Do
have
you
a lot
know
of
how
those.
many I have right now?
16.
57.
Are you serious?
And I'm 57 years
football?
old, which means
You're not
from
57.
now on,
You're not
all I have to
57.
do is just win one medal every year to match my age. So I'm a 57 now.
Are you? You're not 57 years
I'm
old.
57.
Looks
Don't
great.
I know he looks
57.
great.
Don't tell
I mean,
anybody-
Doug's also like 57.
Because
so.
I just auditioned for the 30 years old, so don't tell anyone. No, I'm just kidding. I just auditioned for the 80 years old on Tulsa King.
Come on.
Shut up.
Well, so
What
they're
did
gonna
you-
like. They're gonna.
No, it's just that they're like blind. They didn't see.
Oh, yeah,
I don't
okay.
know why they go.
How many? Okay, so how many medals
57.
and how many acting credits? How many movies have you done, Massi?
I don't know, but the credits I have like a little over 100.
It's incredible.
amazing.
Let me tell you something. In Hollywood, in LA, that is you got to give this guy like
His
that's to
flowers.
work in this town is hard enough. To do it over 6 decades.
Yeah.
Well, and he's wearing the shirt, so we need to let you talk about that because
Yeah,
I always think
go
that's
ahead.
an interesting thing. Because I'm the villain, that's why. Or should I do
The
it in
best
his
part is
accent?
that
The
that's why.
villain.
Because I am the villain, that's the why. You killed The Rock. You're the only person to kill The Rock in a movie. So talk just about your career a little bit too. I think it's exciting.
Oh well, that was on Jumanji. I remember his character, Dr. Bravestone, was flirting with my wife, and I told him not to do so. I'm like, so I blew him up with the bazooka. Him, Kevin Hart, and the whole gang.
That's amazing.
And now they're shooting Jumanji 3, and I'm like, well, I didn't get killed, so
They could
I
bring
should
you
be
back.
No, I'm not. They have a new storyline.
You need
so
a new
I'm not
agent,
back.
Massi.
And besides, playing the villain, most of the time you died, so you're not back. My first 11 TV show, I died 11 times.
So have you always been the villain? Did you sort of come into the game as
I was doing stand-up comedy.
you were doing
in Italy.
stand-up? I got to see video of that.
That's why it's so weird for me.
In Italian first, back home?
No,
Or then
only
English?
in Italy.
Only in Italy.
yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Here, I haven't done it. I'm thinking about it, but there's a lot of material here.
There's a lot of
sure.
material. It's also probably tough too to maybe now you've been in America forever, but like translating from Italian humor to American, there's different subtleties, there's nuances. I'm saying I don't know how funny you would be, Massi, is what I'm saying.
Right.
Probably, if you look at the numbers, probably funnier than you.
Yeah, if you look at the numbers, that's probably true.
Sir. That's amazing.
That's good.
Yeah, I had a great event this weekend. Adler.
Yeah, you did. How was the Ciroc event?
This rock event was great. First of all, so we had in Napa Valley. So during the Super Bowl, Ciroc is creating this new vibe. We're changing the narrative. It's Ciroc Athletic Club. So the alcohol, the vodka.
Oh, okay.
So we're doing a ton of events this year around pickleball, paddle, tennis. So in Napa at this ranch, we curated this beautiful center court. There was IVs and recovery and different bars and amazing food. We had 6 celebrities come and then 6 pros, myself included, and we played this tournament. We had Terrell Owens, Jewel Lloyd, Hunter Pence and his wife, Rad Lopez.
Did he say 6 celebrities? He hasn't said my name yet.
I didn't know if you were available.
ALW was there.
Annalie Waters was there. Odell Beckham Jr. was there. Kane Brown was there.
Maverick
Carter. You know what's funny, by the way? I just thought of this. Well, because we filmed a whole episode of Celebrity Pickleball that's never seen the light of day.
Never.
That's typical Hollywood. Am I right,
No,
Massi?
but it's sad because I brought Massi out thinking it was going to be one of our episodes.
You know what that's like, Matt? When you beat Doug in a game, it never sees the light of day.
No, but I feel bad. I brought him out. We had the whole production crew.
Wow. It was fun, though.
It was very fun.
Okay, so Celebrity Pickleball never saw the light of day.
We had never saw the light of day, and it was supposed to be one of the episodes, but they used it as like a test episode. That's
a pilot.
Unfortunate.
I'm just a test.
Right.
All right, let's get back.
So we need to talk about. I heard you have a request to play with the.
I don't care
ball.
what ball we play with. I'm not buying a paddle out of Costco or whatever.
No, Target.
Target.
It has to be. You have to play with the paddle, purchase a Target, and you have to show me the receipt.
I'm not playing with a
But
paddle.
I think
not
this
happening.
game is closer than I think you need to use what you always use. I think the ball can be up for debate, but
Yeah, ball. I'm sponsored by Franklin. I can't
you can
use
play-
any
so
other.
I'm not
ball.
gonna-
I think we
Fine,
use a
play with a Franklin
I think
ball.
a Franklin ball may favor you
Yeah.
Really.
I don't care
Why?
what ball we play
because
with.
Adler needs a little bit of pop, and the Franklin ball doesn't give it to him,
Oh,
and
you
his ball hangs a little bit.
Okay.
I think the Franklin ball favors Massi.
Okay. Well, so let's talk. Who's going to be the? I need 3 referees. I need one for the net. For the
I'm
kitchen.
fine with that because my man, I
Yeah.
think, likes to call interesting line calls.
I'll be the ref, and I'm
No,
no.
the line referees.
We need somebody because you're going to be. Are you not commentating?
I'll do it all.
You'll do it all.
You do it all.
I don't know that you can also get line calls.
What are
but
you talking about? I can
like-
see.
Yeah, if it's far
It's hard
away.
for one person to.
And
I think we should have 2 baseline.
I want to call kitchen calls.
Fine, but 2 baseline people.
Right.
Yeah,
I mean, to facilitate the event, I will be playing with a Band-Aid on my mouth, so I won't make any comments when I
Right.
pass you right and left.
okay.
It seems
Okay.
fair.
Is that
And then
talking?
are we doing? Okay, so it's 2 out of 3 games to 11.
Yes, but now, here's where we.
If Jason wins, what are you giving him? If you win, what is Jason giving you? And
What are the
how do
stakes?
I benefit from both of those things?
Well,
More importantly,
the price. Well, before we get to the price, let's get to the. This guy's a 5-0. Is like 20 years younger than me, right? I mean,
Doesn't even-
5. I've been, well, close to 5.
Más o menos. How do
Yeah,
you say
más
that
o
in
menos.
Italian?
Was that più o meno?
Più o meno.
Yeah. So, do you think you're gonna beat me easy?
easy. I haven't played you in a while. I think I'm going to beat you, and yes, I don't think it'll be like. I think I'll beat you in 2 straight games.
2 straight games. How many points?
He
do you
couldn't
think?
even look you in the eye when
Well,
he
I'm
said
trying
that.
because the mic. Listen to me, Massi.
Yeah.
I'm going to crush you.
Oh, crush you.
I'm going
You're
to
going
crush
to
you.
crush
And
me.
I
This
think.
Russian.
Listen, I know. I'm going to crush you. I think. Buonasera. I think if you get 6 points, that's a win for you in any game.
Okay, so that's easy. So the bet is
he's
that
like setting a
gonna
trap
score,
with the line?
I'm
He's
going
trying
to
to set a
score
line?
7 points.
So wait. Oh, so is that what we're doing?
well,
We're not doing wins.
No. You said that I can score maximum 6 points.
I think
And
there's two bets. I
Well-
think it's a total win is obviously a win, but then there's a line as well.
Okay, but what kind of a man makes a challenge like this and then says, "If I get 7 points, I
agree,
win"?
I agree with you.
I
I
mean,
mean,
come on, Massi.
all right.
How old are you?
I am 46.
Okay.
72.
And not how many movies you have in line.
The wrinkles are real.
He's 57. He's got 10, 11 years.
That was very good. That was well timed.
But no, I mean,
Are
look,
we allowed to wear all the medals when we play? No, it's going to make me too heavy and I can't do the overhead.
That's actually a
he's
very interesting.
Funny. He's funny.
No, they all like place perfectly. It will take me hours.
How many medals?
Hours.
How
to
many
take
medals do you have? Seriously,
57.
you literally do.
Yeah.
What?
I'm going to send you a video when I get
57
home.
medals. Wow, that's a
Yeah,
lot
but
of medals.
they're not all like PPA, APP. They're also like a local tournaments.
No,
Like,
obviously.
Kappa, Pico,
Yeah.
beautiful.
How many
epic.
medals do you have?
25, 20
How many?
something.
How much?
I stopped playing in
If you
23.
put them all in a bag, how much would they weigh?
They weighed a lot.
I don't know, Matt. I have 30 pounds.
I think after the 2 out of 3, I think there could be a 1-game challenge
my
where you
God.
have to wear a backpack full of Massi's medals.
Oh, yeah.
And he has to wear yours, and it's
Jesus, that's a
that
lot of weight.
difference in weight.
We should weigh it. We did do a backpack thing.
Yeah, we did a backpack challenge.
Flour.
All right, that's good.
But yeah, I mean, back to your point, Massi. I guess the question is, do you think you can beat me?
Yeah.
Straight up, or do you think you do?
Yeah.
So then, what difference does it make?
That's
how many
okay.
points?
Let's go
you know,
straight
let's
win.
go straight up like
wins.
men.
Okay.
Right.
February
Best of
22nd power play.
Hey, guess what the prize is?
These two titans
Do you know
are
what the
going
prize
up
is?
against each
The
other.
prize is what?
Race right there. The McNasty
McNasty
shoes.
shoes.
McNasty shoe.
I
What
will.
size-
I
what
will
size shoe
offer
are
a
you?
pair of McNasty shoes as my if I lose.
You know what?
Let's get back to it.
consequence
Steaks.
to this is the stakes.
We
correct.
wanted a nice Italian dinner if I win. Is that possible? Can you handle?
What's your favorite Italian restaurant in LA?
Oh. Well, that's not in LA. It's in Westlake Village.
Okay.
Or like Aura Hills. It's called Basta. Basta, which means like enough.
Stop. Yeah.
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 Uh,
Devo fare la doccia.
oh.
Do you know what that means?
No.
I must take a shower. It's my only sentence I know in Italian.
Well, that's the one you probably need.
The most.
That's one they use the most
Yeah.
with women's.
Yeah, exactly.
Boss, I was thinking Giorgio Baldi, but that's fine.
Okay, so you win. Massi takes us to his favorite place. Massi wins. What say you, Jason Adler?
I'm gonna give him some McNasty shoes.
No.
What do you want, Massi? What would be? I mean,
A value
I'll
to
take
you.
him out to dinner.
Okay.
I'll take him out to dinner.
All right.
And is there
Talk
any
about
type
your
of like
favorite.
punishment that's like a drumming on the Santa Monica Pier, humiliation punishment? No, we're not.
No,
we're
I was
not
looking
into
at
that.
the notes.
So yeah, look,
But-
it'll be fun, Massi. I honestly, I appreciate it when someone steps up, makes a challenge. It is about wins and losses. We're not talking points, but yes, I think if you get 7 or 8 points, you should feel good about yourself. But that's not a win.
Look at him talking down to you.
I'm not talking down to him. I'm
Okay.
showing my elder respect.
The stage has been set between these two titans in a singles rivalry match. February 22nd, 6 p.m. at Power Play. Jason Adler, Massi Furlan. 2 out of 3 games to 11. 1 timeout per game. What's on the line? What is the stakes? Jason Adler. It is dinner at some fancy restaurants.
Matt, you're going to be commentating.
I will be.
And a little bit of line judging. Or,
Correct.
Okay.
Kitchen call violations.
Kitchen call
yeah.
violations, which
Which you have to get up to the
they
kitchen first
factor
to be
in.
able to do that.
They
but yeah.
factor in. Wait, what, did somebody say kitchen? Will there be food served?
It's not up to me.
Ah,
Well, Massi, thanks for coming on. We appreciate you. You're our first
studio.
guest,
Oh, wow. Thank you.
right? You should feel
an
pretty,
honor.
an honor. It's an
Should
honor.
feel pretty honored. Probably should have brought a gift, really.
I was like, you should feel pretty pleasured. And I was like, what?
Oh, Jesus.
Yeah. The pleasure is all ours.
Thank you for having me.
But thanks for coming. We appreciate it. This is fun. Good to reminisce. And I'm excited for this little challenge.
Yeah, I'll see
February
you
22nd,
Saturday
6
22nd.
p.m.
There we go.
This has been another great episode of Certified McNasty. Follow along wherever you get your podcast. Subscribe. Just slam that button over on YouTube as well. We appreciate you watching, and we should have another episode next week, as always. See you soon.
Slam that button.
Slam it.
Hey.
Certified McNasty.
This has been another great episode of Certified McNasties. Oh, God. No.
He gets nervous. Look, we got take 3 coming. Slate it.
All right.